As you all know, I haven't uploaded a video. Actually, this is day 8. So I'm hoping to get this video out today. But I'm very distracted. We are living in uncertain times. Nobody can leave their homes. We can't stand within 2 meters of our friends. And in some cases, our family members. And everyone's nervous. And with good reason. So I thought for today's video, what I would attempt to do is provide you all with some reassurance. And I've gone on the hunt for an expert. Somebody who can dispel all the myths around the Lagerlurgy, as I've chosen to call it. So I've come across this guy.
Hello everybody, I'm going to tell you about viruses today.
Go nuts on my nuts.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Playing the Blinder with me, the Creaky Blinder. Now, I've known for a long time that Joey here is a complete idiot. In fact, I'd go as far as to say he's probably the king of all idiots. But rest easy, Joey has the answers to everything when it comes to the Lagerlurgy. And it seems we're all panicking for nothing. So let's have a look at what he's got to say. Tidy!
Hello everybody, I'm going to tell you about viruses today. Viruses...
Indeed. Now I can hear you all down in the comment section already.
Creaky, why are you showing Joey Rocker's screen like this?
Well, it's interesting that you should ask me that question, even though I'm not actually sure whether anyone will. But they probably will now because I've just mentioned it. But anyway, the reason I'm doing this is because I don't only want to show you how much of an idiot Joey is, because we all already know he's a complete spanner, but I also want to show you how disingenuous he can be. And the only way I can do that is if we watch the live chat, because Joey live streams. He doesn't create and upload videos because that would be far too much work. He just live streams his ramblings, so we will be paying particular attention to the side chat as well as all the idiotic statements Joey makes in today's video.
Imagine the human body is living, right? We can procreate, we can poop.
Poop? Oh yeah, I can poop.
We can, oh
come on Joey, you can do it. We can what?
think for ourselves.
No, it isn't funny that he couldn't think that what he wanted to say next is that we can think for ourselves.
So, what is a virus? Well, what they call a virus through their electron microscope, see, when they first look in their regular microscopes at bacteria.
Now, I don't want anybody to accuse me of being childish. I do try to keep this channel as highbrow as I possibly can, but what the hell, I'm bored, I'm in quarantine as well. I've always wanted to know why Joey always has a microscope to hand. What's he using it for? Bathroom breaks? Or maybe when Mrs. Roker wants him to slip a one?
They were able to correlate that bacteria is around wherever there is disease.
Well, yes and no, young Joseph. Bacteria aren't only around disease. Bacteria are found in every habitat on Earth. Soil, rock, oceans, and even in Arctic snow. Some live in or on other organisms, including plants and animals, and even human beings. There are approximately 10 times as many bacterial cells in the human body as there are human cells.
And then with the further invention of the electron microscope, they were able to see that inside of bacteria there's actually stuff called virus.
Again, Joey, this is a yes-no situation. You're right, sometimes there are viruses found inside bacteria. But you, along with every other idiot who was born in the same idiot tree as you, fell out and hit every branch on the way down, just associate the word with bacteria with dirtiness, unclean, sickness. But that's not always the case.
Well, what is a virus? We see CGI pictures of it.
CGI.
For the coronavirus, etc., etc. But what actually is a virus? Well, let's give the layman's version of what a virus is.
The layman's version? This should be interesting. I had absolutely no idea that Joey Roker was such an authority on viruses.
A virus is just a part, a piece, a makeup of bacteria.
So Joey, you think that there are always viruses present in bacteria? Well, no, there aren't. But interestingly enough, did you know that bacteria itself can get sick, just like you? So if you've ever had the flu, a cough, you know that getting infected by a virus isn't much fun. Well, it turns out that most viruses infect bacteria found within the human body rather than the human being itself. So you're being indirectly affected by the virus. And these type of viruses are known as bacteriophages, which literally translates into bacteria eaters. So I kind of see why a complete spanner like you would think viruses are always present in bacteria, but they're not.
So, for example, I have lungs, I have kidneys, I have blood, I have all kinds of stuff inside of my body, but
I've got those things as well. I had no idea we had so much in common.
those things aren't living. They cannot procreate and reduplicate. They're just part of an organism called the human body.
Right.
Likewise, a virus is just part of a bacteria, just a small part of bacteria.
No, Joey, that's not how it works at all. Yeah, viruses can get into bacteria, but only if they decide to infect that bacteria and break through the cell wall. Interesting little factoid, viruses are tiny. In fact, the largest viral cell is actually much smaller than the smallest bacterial cell. Does that make sense? Why the hell am I asking if it makes sense? I'm doing commentary over a Joey Roker video. Of course it makes sense.
Proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, etc., etc. The reason why I bring this to everyone's attention is because it's an impossibility that the Spanish flu, the bubonic plague, and the COVID-19 are a deadly virus. Let me explain further. If you didn't know this already, the cholesterol myth is a hoax.
Cholesterol's a hoax? This is going to be good.
So when people have clogged arteries, they also notice that there's large amounts of cholesterol scattered along the artery. They automatically associate and correlate, aha, it must be the cholesterol that killed the person and that clogged their arteries. When in fact, the cholesterol is there as a sign that there was deterioration in the artery, for example, and the cholesterol was there to smooth it over. You actually need cholesterol. Your body produces cholesterol on its own because it needs it to heal your body, and it needs it to synthesize vitamin D from the sun's rays into your body through sweat.
I just don't know what to say to that. Actually, I'm lying. I know exactly what to say to that. Again, he's partly right. Yeah, we've all got cholesterol present in our body, and he's right. It is essential for helping the body produce vitamin D. It helps us produce hormones like estrogen and testosterone. So, yes, we've all generally got some cholesterol in small amounts present in our bodies. I know I'm repeating myself, but this guy is really winding me up. But the problem is when the amount of cholesterol in our body gets to excess, it can and does clog arteries and cause people to die. Joey, you complete and utter turd. All that's going on here is Joey is reading stuff from Dr. Google, and he's not bothering to check his sources to make sure it's from a credible website, and he's completely misinterpreting everything he's saying. What a dick.
So, the reason why I bring those things up is just so you know, as we're trying to promote to everybody that this whole
Lagalurgy
is a hoax, being used to perpetuate potential martial law, we have to educate them. Educate everybody what a virus is.
And you're the right man for the job, Joey. Yeah? Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're going with now in these desperate times? Well, the day I believe anything that comes out of your mouth is the day that I can't think of anything suitable, but you get the idea.
Shills versus Sills says that Joey Roach is a flat earth hero.
Aha, and here we go. Now, if you cast your mind back to earlier on in this video, you'll remember I said we would be taking a look at the side chat, which proves that Joey Roker is either completely stupid. No, we already know that Joey Roker's completely stupid, don't we? But this just proves that he's also a lying piece of crap.
Shills versus Sills says that Joey Rocha is a flat earth hero.
But allow me to assist you, young Joseph, in case English isn't the first language you read. What that actually says is, Joey is a shell. It does not say Joey is a flat earth hero.
Doc Savage says, hello, Joey, bubonic plague is a bacterial disease. You lack foundational knowledge.
Now, far be it from me to try and correct the doctor, because Doc Savage is actually a PhD. He shows that further on in this video. But I'm going to, because I feel it's completely necessary. And Doc, please forgive me. I'm not trying to make you feel stupid, but the word foundational was completely unnecessary. You could have simply said that Joey lacks knowledge. Full stop.
Shills versus Sills says, Joey, you are a hero, you are a legend, and I've been a fan of yours for the past 6 years. Thank you so much for promoting truth, and thank you so much for being such a warrior and staying resilient. You're very welcome, Shills versus Shills, and thank you for being one of my most loyal fans.
Now, I can't quite work out, although I think I do have a pretty good idea, whether it's A, Joey is just a lying piece of crap, or B, that he doesn't realize the live chat is visible during replays of a live stream. Which do you think it is? Answers below.
Doc Savage says, Joey Rocha, Yersinia pestis is a bacteria, and is the causative agent of plague.
No, Doc Savage, you're absolutely wrong.
Because Doc Savage, I totally get it. That's what you read. Okay, I totally get it. I'm not trying to argue with you, but let me just educate you.
Now, in whose mind, whose tiny, little, underdeveloped, damaged, flat earther's brain would try and correct a doctor and tell them that they're wrong? Now, I know on some occasions doctors can be wrong. Clearly, nobody's perfect. Nobody knows everything about everything. Apart from, of course, Joey Rocha, because he is the world's foremost expert in everything he talks about.
Evening Joy says, William B. Call, and Doc Savage says, Joey, I'll put my PhD up against your total absence of knowledge. Okay, Doc Savage, that's great. If you do have a PhD, that's awesome. I've debated many PhDs before, and I welcome you, Doc Savage. Whether you have a PhD or not, doesn't matter to me. I'm not calling you a liar, but maybe you don't have one. Maybe you do. But anyways, I will challenge you to a live debate, Doc Savage, and you can prove to me that a virus or a bacteria is the actual cause of an infection. And here's what you're going to have to do, Doc Savage. You're going to have to prove that somebody could take that bacteria or that virus in their mouth and then get the supposed infection. You're going to have to prove that, because that's not provable. That's not provable. So if you can do that, then you'll beat me. You can't prove that viruses exist, because yeah, viruses do exist. They're particles of bacteria. You can't prove that you can't try to prove me wrong by proving that bacteria are present during these infections, because of course they are. They are natural body's antibodies to antibiotics in a sense, to fight off and help the body assist against foreign invaders. So what you're showing me actually, brother, is the opposite from the truth, but I welcome you to come on my show and debate me anytime.
And best of luck finding any of Joey's debates against PhDs, because if you search for them online, YouTube particularly, all you will find is a debate versus MC Toon, where he completely loses his shit and rage quits. And you will also find a couple of debates against FTFE, where he pretty much does the same thing, because Joey Rocha is a moronic, half-witted, dopey, stupid idiot of the highest order.
Postmark says, I'm really glad that you raised your daughter vaccine-free and had her born at home instead of a hospital. You are really a man of your words. You don't just say it, you actually do it. Well, thank you very much, Postmark. Postmark says, I'm sending this video to all my friends on Facebook. You have some great information, Joey Rocha. Thank you for what you do. Cheers and keep it up. Thank you very much, Postmark.
So, kids, can anybody say delusional idiot? Because that's what Joey Rocha is. Anyway, If it is your first time here, apology. No, why would I need to apologize if it's your first time here? I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting overexcited because I'm posting a video. If it is your first time here and you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, turn on bell notifications. If you're one of my regular viewers, I thank you for your continued support. I'm doing my very, very best to stay on top of the video filming situation, but with things being the way they are at the minute, I've talked about it in live streams, it's not as easy as I would like it to be, but I am doing my very, very best. So if you did enjoy it, share it around, let all your friends know about the Creaky Blinder. Take care everyone, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Tidy.